so many things in a high school football season. Even making it into the Dakota Bowl is something special. This has been a fun ball game tonight, hasn't it?
Yeah, like we said, two good teams going at it here. You know, we've seen a lot of points, which what we expected. Minot starting to hold serve here with the ball with fourth and about 4 yards to go here.
Dual receivers on the left, Burke by himself on the right. Ruziska in the backfield. Shanley's going to bring the pressure. At least they show that up on the line. Waiting for the TV timeout to come to a close, I do believe, as ABC North Dakota still in the TV timeout.
Yeah, Nick, and you know the ball almost got snapped there with the lady with the red vest down there. I don't know what they would have done in that situation. Minot was ready to go.
I bet we would have reviewed it. Fake the handoff, Beater across the middle, off to Conklin, complete inside the 30, and Conklin comes up with the grab. And for the 30th time on the year, Logan Conklin is good on the reception of the change move with a fresh set of downs for the Magi.
Right, and boy, Oshak was all over him too, right on his hip there, and Conklin comes over the middle, just a quick slant route for Minot, gets him a big fresh set of downs at the 31-yard line.
Dual receivers on the right, one on the left. That's Conklin by himself over there. Beater's going to fire a quick hitter here to Ruziska. Ruziska trying to hit the edge. He does, up to the 30, stutter step move all the way up to the 27. Makes something out of nothing on the near sideline because he had a lot of red hats on top of it.
Right, and you know, I think we've said his name a lot tonight. Fisher Hannison, the cornerback there. You know, I thought Caden Kraft did a great job of getting a body on him, but you know, he still found a way to kind of string the play along to where really, you know, he allowed enough time for his friends in the secondary to get there. And you know, what could have been a 15, 20-yard gain is only a 4-yard gain for Minot.
27-yard line for the Magi. Beater taking a shot. He's got Kraft. Kraft dances in. Taken down at the 5 as he somersaults his way inside the red zone. First and goal for the Magi.
And a nice play design there again from Minot, putting Ruziska in motion, working out to the left, kind of keeping the eyes of the safety, and Caden Kraft kind of sits down in the zone coverage there, and you know, without a great shooting tackle, he's in the end zone.
Flag on the play. This play is going to be blown dead before it even starts. It's on Aravet. They blow that play dead before Minot High with the chance to run. 5-yard penalty.
And like we talked about earlier too, some of those big bodies for Shanley, they've been able to substitute a little bit here. Perkarabich is down there stretching out the calves, maybe cramping up a little bit. Doesn't look like they have their heavy combo on the line here for Shanley. Great opportunity for Minot here to maybe pound the ball in at the line of scrimmage.
Last state title for the Magi came 43 years ago in a 30-7 win over the Shanley Deacons. They trail right now by 2 scores at 35-21. Beater rolls out to the right side. Beater takes a shot in the end zone. Conklin, it was incomplete as there was 2 men in red on coverage on Conklin, and it brings up a second and goal for the Magi here from the 10-yard line.
And a nice job in coverage there for Shanley. Perkarabich was right there on coverage with Conklin as well as Fisher Hannison, and you know, those kids had to hold their men in the end zone for quite a while. Their protection was good for Beater. Brings up a second down and goal for the 10 for Minot.
Lucas Beater's dad, the quarterback for the Velva Aggies back in the 1980s. Runs in the family that he's got the QB blood in him. He hands off here this time to Burke at the 10. Cuts, he's down to the 7. And Kellen Burke with a short gain on the play. Minot High's knocking on the doorstep. They're in the Servpro red zone. It's a 3rd down and goal, but the ball is outside the 5-yard line at the 7. And the Magi have a giant play facing them here.
And again, a great play by Hannison. You know, he's got a big body in Conklin, trying to push him to the outside to create a lane there. And you know, he's able to get around Conklin and make a big tackle.
Minot High spreads it out from the 7-yard line. Motion man is Kraft. Ruziska in the backfield. They're going to try to pass across the middle. Oh, nobody home for the Magi as Beater sent it through the back of the end zone. Incomplete. 4th down, Minot High.
Looks like a flag here too, Nick. I think they're going to get Minot High on a hold. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty. Push him outside the 20-yard line here.
Bryce, this 4th down play in your mind, is this a must score for the Magi?
Nick, I actually think we're going to have a replay on 3rd down. They're going to accept the penalty, so it's going to be, what do we got, about 3rd and 17?
Yeah, third and goal from the 17.
Good eye, Bryce. Thank you, my friend.
Well, Nick, here in this situation, I mean, you've got to go to your studs. It looks like they've got single coverage outside. Hannison on Conklin. I wouldn't be surprised to see Minot take a shot right there.
Peter back to pass. Takes it over to Conklin. Up after it. Conklin's got it with one hand. Touchdown! Oh, my goodness. Logan Conklin reels it in with one hand in the end zone. And the Magi are within a possession in the ballgame.
And really, Nick, that's, you know, all that Hannison could do there in the secondary. A one-handed catch by Mr. Conklin. Another big play there for Minot. Let's see if Burke can make the extra point, get Minot within one score again.
One-handed on the grab for Logan Conklin. Second time of the second half. Conklin's been into the end zone. Now we're going to get a false start on the offense here. Flag on the ground.
I'm going to tell you what, gentlemen, I had a front row seat, best seat in the house to that catch. What a play by Conklin. Single coverage and wins, makes a huge play. Might have a one possession game here, fellas.
Top 10 on SportsCenter in your mind?
I'm going to say top 3.
I think you're probably right. From up here, that was magical. Burke sends it up through the uprights. We've got a one possession ball game. 35-28 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. The night's not over yet at the Fargo Dome. But the Shanley Deacons, the highest powered offense, gets the ball back when we come back to the Gate City Bank Field. 35-28. Shanley on top, but Logan Conklin just made the play of the year in the end zone.
Close to your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
I don't want to speak out of school here by any means, but you know, there's somebody from the Bison watching this ball game here tonight that you would have to think, with the way that Logan Conklin's played here tonight, they would almost have to, again, not to speak out of school, there's been some offers that have come in on that kid. That solidifies in my mind that not only is he built like a machine, but that's a D1 athlete.
Right, and being a UND guy, I'm hoping that Coach Schweigert and the University of North Dakota Fighting Hawks have also taken a look at Mr. Conklin here. You know, just a young kid, you know, with that frame. Boy, you could put a lot of weight on him and be a really good Division I college receiver.
I like green without yellow myself, my friend. This ball's going to be kicked all the way down inside the 5. Shanley's going to try to run it back from there. Mountain High's defense comes up. Oh, they make the stuff at the 7.
And again, Nick, the ball that, for whatever reason, that corner of the field, it looks like the ball's gonna, you know, head left of the pylon and be a penalty ball at the 35-yard line. But the ball just kind of sticks there. And I mean, Chrisman did all he could do to get out of harm's way there, and kind of puts his offense with in the shade of the end zone here. Really a good time for that Minot crowd to get loud and help out the defense.
Buckle up tight. 9:39 left in the ball game. 35-28. Shanley on top. Quick hitter near side. Guess who's back in the ball game? Jordan Leininger on the near side. Flag comes in after Conklin paced Leininger on the near sideline.
Yeah, and is there a flag, Nick? I didn't see a flag on the play. They were pretty sure that Caden Chrisman had a holding there. The officials are going to talk to each other.
That's right in front of you, isn't it, Bryce? Sorry, Dave. Chauncey Hendershot is animated here on the near side. And oh, man, Chauncey, you don't see him get animated like that much. Oh, it's a face mask on the Magi.
I'm actually on the other side of the sideline here, Nick. You beat me to it. Leininger back in the game. And
Nick, that looked like a face mask on Leininger. That looked like he got a hold of the face mask there, and I thought Chrisman got away with a hold too.
Myers taking a shot out in the secondary. Now they're going to whistle Anthony Brown with the pass interference out at the 45. Anthony Brown animated. Chauncey Hendershot is not happy on the near sideline, saying, gentlemen, come on.
Yeah, and that's a play that you wonder, is that a catchable ball there? And you know, we're a long way from that, Nick, but that ball's about 5-10 yards overthrown. But you know, the officials in a better spot than we are. Minot, you know, just a time to settle down, relax. You know, a lot of ball game left here. Let's get our heads on straight here, and let's worry about the next play.
Free yards for the Shanley Deacons. They started inside their own 10. Couple freebies have them all the way here at the 35. That ball was on the ground too, wasn't it?
That ball bounced. Boy, did they call that a catch? That looks for sure like that ball bounced.
That ball definitely bounced. That ball was on the turf.
From up here, I could hear a thud. They're going to let this play on. Wow.
Are we in the twilight zone? It's Meyer on the run. He moves it forward. Meyer hogtied at the ankles. All the respect in the world for the officials, and I can armchair all day long from up here. Obviously passionate about high school sports and being a Magi fan. Call it how we see it, but my good, I mean, that's 3 in a row right there that almost starts hammering a nail into a coffin at this point.
Well, that was a forward pass too, Nick, not a lateral play. So I thought for sure that was an incomplete pass.
Bluebirds are out. They're all wearing maroon and gold. Meyer on the keeper, and the stop comes from DJ Jones. It's a gain of 1 on the play, make it 2, and it's a second down and 8 as Shanley spreads it out here from the left hash. Ball at the Minot High 46-yard line. Meyer, quick hitter near side. Adam Leininger's got it here on the near side. Make that Jordan, I apologize. Conklin wrangles him up at the 51, but the Deacons are on the move again.
Yeah, and really a nice job there of Chrisman. You know, might have got away with a hold back near their goal line, but that play there, he just kind of, you know, sealed off the Minot. Looked like it was Junt there for Minot, and you know, was able to pick up some positive yards for the Deacons.
Third down situation here for Shanley at the 49. Meyer in the pocket, rush to the right side, Kraft's after him, so is Aravet across the middle, picked off. It's Kellen Burke that's got it. He's going to take it at the 40, the 30, the 20, 10, pick 6. Kellen Burke. We've got ourselves a 1-point ball game at the Fargo Dome.
Wow, and I thought that Meyer would take the yardage there. Throws back across his body into traffic there. A great job by the Minot defensive line, pushing him out there, and Burke, as he's really done, is be a playmaker for Minot, outruns that tired Shanley line, and boy, Minot within a point here with 7:34 left in the fourth quarter of having a tie football game at 35-35.
Kellen Burke saying, hang on, let's let this play clock wind down. He's got to kick the point after, fellas. How about that play, Bryce?
Sorry, Nick, I was getting some high fives. The Magi fans went absolute pandemonium down here.
Burke ties the ball game at 35 aside. Welcome to the jungle, ladies and gentlemen. We've got ourselves a state title game that's deadlocked at 35 as Minot High's got adversity, a face masking call, a play that unfortunately I didn't think was the right call, and then one after. Next thing you know, they're looking at some serious momentum in favor of the Shanley Deacons. It results in a pick 6 from Kellen Burke, and we've got ourselves a 35-35 ball game on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
It can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
1980, the Magi had a young man by the name of Barry Holman. Quarterbacked the Magi to a state championship. I was told from Shane Soltis, who played tight end for that Magi team earlier on this week. The Barry Holman was a competitor unlike anyone he's ever met. Well, there's a little bit of the former Minot High head coach still instilled in this group right here, and that's a compete factor. That's what the Magi have done all season long, is compete. Buckle in tight now. Reverse on the kickoff. They're going to pitch it back over to the far side. Oshak from his own 10. What kind of trickery is this? Shanley tossing the football around here like a rugby scrub all the way to the near sideline. It's Jordan Leininger up to the 25, and Minot High's defense makes the stop after Shanley backward lateraled that football 3 times on the play. I haven't seen that.
Right, under 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter too. My goodness, you know, we talked about, you know, with Coach Newton with Cheyenne last week running the fake punt out of his end zone. You know, a gutsy call, but at the same time, you know, this is the last football game of the year. You don't want to leave anything in the back pocket as far as plays you wish you would have used.
Well, that's what I didn't even know that they had. My goodness. Here come the Shanley Deacons from the 27 of their own side of the field. Landemeyer back to pass, takes a big shot downfield over the head of Oshak, incomplete. Second down and 10 coming for Shanley with 7:12 ticking down in regulation.
Yeah, and they've picked on Michael George quite a bit. Sorry, not Michael George, but Anthony Brown quite a bit out there in the secondary. And to his credit, you know, step for step with Oshak on that play. Second down and 10 for the Deacons.
Second down and 10. Meyer back to pass, has hot pursuit. Oh, one-handed catch there. It goes off to Perkarovich. What a spin play that was. Perkarovich took it from Meyer. I don't know what was more impressive. Meyer getting away from DJ Jones in hot pursuit, or the one-hander there from Perkarovich out the flat.
Right, a great catch, and an even better tackle by Griffin Broderick, because he's going a long ways there if he gets by Broderick's tackle.
3rd and 5. Magi fans come to volume. Play clock at 20. Meyer looking over to Troy Manor, the head coach here of the Shanley Deacons. This place is at volume, boy. Let me tell you, the snap is back. Meyer on the option play, runs it forward. He's got a first down before he's tattooed there by Minot High's Jones and Ruziska on the play, but the quarterback showing what kind of athlete he is here. Meyer's one of the tops of the state first down, Shanley.
Right, 4 wide there, Nick, and you know they spread Minot out, and he just hits the gap right behind his big center and gets a big first down for the Deacons.
Just inside the 40-yard line, pass here to the near side, complete, and that ball is going to be on a tee there to Caden Crispin, and Crispin's close to another first down here for Shanley before Ruziska wrangled him in. It's going to be a 2nd down and 1 coming here for the Deacons with the ball right at midfield at the 48-yard line on the Shanley side of the football field. Shotgun again. Dual receivers each side. Handoff. Perkarovich wrapped up Broderick from the linebacker spot. Took him down right at the hooves of the Bison logo at midfield.
Yeah, and that previous play, Nick, after making the tackle, Ruziska, I don't know if he's hurt, but he kind of gingerly walked over to the bench. So something to keep your eye on. It would take a lot to keep him out of the game, though, late in the fourth quarter.
Dual receivers on the right, 2 on the left. From the shotgun, ball right at the 50-yard line. Meyer, pump fake, pump again. Throws it way out of bounds over on the far side. That one goes into the seats. And with 5:49 left here in the fourth quarter, a 35-35 ball game. And it will be a 2nd down and 10. Meyer didn't have an option, so he just sent it up into row number 2.
You know, from the middle of the turf there, throws off his back foot into the 2nd row of the bleachers. Shows off his arm a little bit, Nick. What a throw.
That's a bomb. Meyer back at his own 40. He's got heat on top of him. Passed up here. It's complete. And on a bounce over on the far side it goes, as it's Fisher Hennessy on the completion. And a 3rd down and 5 here for Shanley, as Minot High's defense trying to get stout again.
Landon Bedell doing a great job in pursuit there, and again Anthony Brown, you know, living to fight another day out there.
Quarterback keeper, big hole up the middle. Meyer
ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground, and Minot's got it. Minot's got the ball.
Logan Conklin wrangling Meyer down. Magi football.
And I'm going to have to see a replay, Nick, but someone was holding Meyer up in the air, not letting him go down to the ground. I didn't see. It looks like it was not Broderick. Might have been Conklin or Kraft holding him up in the air, making sure it might have been Burke or Rosiska. And yeah, you bet that's a fumble. No, I don't know what they're going to review here, Nick. It looked like Rosiska's holding him up in the air so Conklin could rip the ball away and get the ball back for Minot. I don't see there's any way, Nick, of them calling this a down by contact situation. This is, from what we've seen, and I don't know if Bryce saw anything different down there on the field, it looked like they held him up and ripped the ball out.
That's exactly what happened down there. That's just textbook. You teach that and teach that. Those situations, you got a guy in a scrum held up, go punch that football out. That's exactly what they did. I don't see any chance of a forward progress being stopped at all.
Well, the review has been used here 3 times in the state title game, and now the intensity rises. Minot High with that momentum swing. Yeah, the carry from Meyer, it was Burke that just lifted up the back leg, and then it was...
I'm sorry, Nick. Absolutely, and as Bryce mentioned, just textbook there. And I don't know. I didn't hear a whistle up here, Bryce. Did you hear a whistle on that play at all before he lost the ball?
I did not hear a whistle. I didn't hear anything, no.
That could be the only thing that will be a factor here. While we watch it again on the big screen here, yeah, you want to talk about textbook. It's Kellen Burke having the game of his life for the Magi with the whereabouts to pick up the leg. Immediately everybody in white saying that's Minot High football. Still under review.
Go ahead down there, Bryce.
Minot High will take, here comes the call.
Here, yeah, he's out of it. He's going to make the call here.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
And they're not, there was no whistle.
This is the poorest officiated high school football game I have seen, gentlemen. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it all. I've covered the Magi all year. This is the poorest it has been. That is a terrible call.
I can't believe, Nick, with no whistle on the play and no, boy, I mean.
I'm speechless, fellas. I don't mean to interrupt. I'm speechless.
I'm speechless. Why don't we review everything? Let's review how we got here on the bus. That is a fumble. Everybody knows it. My goodness. Meyer working from the shotgun at the 35 of the Magi. Jones wraps up the ball carrier, Perkarovich, and it's a 2nd down and 9. Adversity has faced the Magi before, and it faces them here because Shanley is inside Minot High territory with a 2nd down and 10. Ball marked on the right hash from the shotgun again. Meyer, quick hitter near side, complete. Jordan Leininger moves forward up to the 25. A 3rd down coming here for Shanley. I cannot get over that play that they somehow called that back on the Minot High fumble recovery and the forced fumble. That is Bush League.
I feel like I might have jinxed it down there. I thought that's what they might be reviewing. I was definitely afraid of it, guys.
Ball on the 25-yard line here. The Deacons working now. Hand off the big man. Leininger forward again. Punching it forward. I'm sorry. Nothing but respect for these officials. This has been a poorly officiated ball game here tonight.
Well, and I mean, where, you talk about, with being them reviewing, so few, games during the season. And, what does the rule book say? Well, there's no rule in the rule book about that because really that's, that's not a play that these officials have looked at all year. I'm pretty shocked that they turned that play over. But really, Minot a situation that, like next play, as Coach Hendershot would say.
Next play is right. 2nd down and 7 from Minot High territory. Shanley's on the move. 2 in the backfield, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. Fake the handoff to Perkarovich. Look out, Myers got hot. Heat on top of him. Bedell and Huber in on top of him. That's going to be a sack for a loss, and the Magi defense comes up big.
Right, and then there you go. The next play mentality for Minot High there. Looked like Aravat got there with Bedell. No, it wasn't Aravat there. It was Huber getting to the quarterback. Brings up third down. We got the down marker right over there. Not 2nd down, 3rd down, and a big play here. Probably 4 down territory for Shanley here with under 3:30 to go in the ball game.
They let the play clock wear down to 8. Now 7, now 6. 3:20 ticks down here in regulation. We're deadlocked at 35. And a timeout comes from Shanley and Troy Mattern. Shanley's going to use their first of 3 here in the second half. We'll keep it right here. Big thanks again to all those sponsors that you see on the PSP network. I'm sorry to get so animated about it, but when it's been 43 years for the Maroon and Gold, you don't need to play against 2 people here tonight, the Deacons and the officials. I can't get over that call. I know that Dave, you said it best. Next play mentality is the way it's got to be, and obviously Minot High, their defense is having an easier time with that than I am here tonight.
Yeah, and it's tough, Nick, and that's a play too. I mean, if there's no review, Nick, that's Minot High's football, and you know, you go the entire season without review, and some like it and some hate it. I mean, if it's something that you haven't used the entire season, I don't know. I guess I'm not a fan of it. You know, it's something that they don't use all year long, and you know, if there's no review, it's Minot's football. I mean, it does help the officials out, but in that play there, that's not really that's not a black and white play. There's a gray area there of whether the ball is coming out or not. So you know, like I said, we got to move on here up here in the booth too.
3rd down and 12 from the Minot High 25. Meyer back to pass, runs it forward. He's got company, tosses to the far side. Oshak incomplete.
Boy, Nick, that was really close to being him throwing that ball over right on the line of scrimmage. I'm surprised he threw that football. He had about 7 or 8 yards if he took off, but boy, just kind of walking a tight line. But the officials got it right. He was behind the line of scrimmage. It was tight. Brings up a huge 4th down here. 3:11 left in the ball game. The Minot High faithful on their feet, cheering on the Magi.
From the shotgun, Meyer's got a spread offense again. Meyer back to pass, trying to take a shot. Oshak, far side, incomplete to Anthony Brown on the coverage. Minot High gets the ball back inside their own territory, and the Magi have 3 minutes and 6 seconds left in the contest to see if they can take their first lead of the state championship game.
And I don't know, Nick, if Oshak ran the wrong route there, but he and Meyer both looked kind of back at each other, hands on their heads there, and I don't know if he was supposed to run an out route there or a stick, but it looked like he was supposed to run an out, and he just kind of ran a deep stick. And you know, to Mr. Brown's credit, the cornerback, you know, much tested all season long, and especially this game, you know, he gets Minot the ball back.
Ruziska on the carry, cutting to his left, then his right, up to the 30, and Ruziska's got a gain of 4 on the play, and the Magi will have a 2nd down and 6 coming from their own territory. Ball marked at the 30-yard line of the Minot High Magicians, with 2:50 ticking down in regulation.
Yeah, and really, Nick, I think you're going to see Ruziska, you're going to see Conklin, or you're going to see Broderick here for Minot. You know, just get the kids that have been there all year long the ball.
Flag on the play. They're going to say that Kraft on the near sideline maybe wasn't sent. Well, we have false start here on the Magi.
Yeah, the official was right on it here, right next to Minot's sideline. The Minot coaches no rebuttal on that one. Brings up a 2nd down and long now for the Magicians.
2nd down and long for the Magi. It's a 2nd and 11 here for Minot High from their own 25-yard line. From the right hash, Beater taking a shot, near side, goes up to Kraft. He's got it at the 50-yard line. What a play that was as Caden Kraft towers up, and the Magi take it across midfield as Caden Kraft makes a tremendous play on the near side.
And maybe I should include him when I'm talking about Conklin and Ruziska. And you know, again, we've said, you know, number 25 for Shanley, you know, Fisher Hannison has had himself a hell of a ball game out there on the edge, and you know, was in the right place there at the right time and just couldn't get over the outstretched arms of Kraft.
Ruziska on the carry, spin move. Perkarovich had him dead to rights at the 46. Ruziska somehow spins his way down to the 42, and Ruziska with another nice run for the Magi, and it's a 2nd down and 5 here for Minot High with 1 minute 40 seconds ticking down in regulation. 35-35 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Beater from the shotgun. They hand off. Kellen Burke goes to the left side, cuts back to the right. Kellen Burke's going to have a first down, or at least close here, as he's wrangled up on the play as the Shanley defenders made the stop. Where will they mark the ball? Just a yard shy of a Magi first down.
Boy, and I mean, I'm seeing it from up here. Bryce, some big offensive linemen with their hands on their hips. They look pretty tired for Shanley.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of a situation of them being gassed.
Quarterback sneak, and Lucas Beater falls forward for the first down. Don't forget, gentlemen, Burke has been good on the season, up to 45 for the three-point play. Minot High getting into that territory now as the ball's marked here at the 37. Beater from under center, this time hands off. Ruziska goes to his left. Ruziska cuts free. He's over the 25-yard line. First down, Magi, and the Magicians move with 49 seconds left in regulation on the back of Tyson Ruziska.
And Coach Mattern for Shanley, season obviously gas defense, like Bryce pointed out. You know, just some tired kids on the football there. Minot's got the ball at the 26-yard line with looks like they marked him a little bit. No, I guess I'm not sure. Did they mark that a first down down there, Bryce? I'm not sure.
He's letting us know Shanley took a timeout. The markers got first down.
They're the change.
No, I think they're moving now.
Okay.
Maybe they're thinking about Buffalo Wild Wings after the game or something. I'm not really sure.
Well, the Red Pepper is just 2 blocks away.
Oh, baby. All right. It's showtime. 49 seconds.
We've got another review, guys.
Are we really reviewing again?
I think what we're doing here, and Bryce is down there. Are we reviewing the spot? I thought he said we were reviewing it. Boy, that was a quick.
These reviews are, I mean, gentlemen.
They're actually saying, not to interrupt you guys, sorry. They're actually saying they did a review and confirmed it was a first down.
Minot High with a first down and 10 from the 25. Quick hitter, far side. Conklin's got it. He'll bust free. Conklin's at the 15-yard line before he's taken down. First down, Magi. 6 seconds comes off the clock. And into the Serve Pro red zone go the Magicians with a fresh set of downs and a first and 10 from the Shanley 15. On the left hash, here come the Magi again. 2 receivers on the right, 1 in the backfield. Beater hands off Ruziska, goes to the left side. Ruziska tries to cut over the edge. We're going to see a timeout coming here from Chauncey Hendershot as the Magi are in with a second down and 9 coming here in the ballgame.
Yeah, Nick, and honestly, they've got a great field goal kicker with Burke, but boy, I'm thinking 6. Nothing too aggressive here, but you know, maybe the last play of the game. But I mean, for Minot here, you know, I'm looking to get the ball in the end zone, not take a big chance. There is that chance to bleed it down to the last play of the game, but. Boy, you know, all the different things that have to be running through Coach Hendershot's head down here. Bryce, what do you think here on second down for the Magi?
I agree with you. I would line up Conklin, send some sort of motion with him, see if they're going to be in some man coverage, and see if you can get a one-on-one matchup with him. And if nothing's there, you got to throw the football away and live to play another down.
27 seconds left. The intensity in the Fargo Dome is about as high as it could be. This is 43 years in the making. If Minot High can find a way to punch 6 into the end zone here with 27 seconds left in the ballgame. Ruziska in the backfield. You've got Beater working from the gun. 2 receivers on the left. From the 14-yard line, Ruziska to the right. Ruziska trying to hit the edge. He's at the 10, down to the 5. Ruziska's inside the 5 for the Magi with 21 seconds left in the ball game.
And that's the guy that I want to have with the football in that situation. You know, I mean, you know, Bryce brought it up earlier. He got run over by Tyler Roll. I think now you're going to see Minot use plenty of Ruziska or maybe even Broderick here down the goal line. There's no way Minot's not handing this football off and trying to get in the end zone here with 21 seconds left in the ball game.
Bledsoe, the fullback. Broderick takes it here, goes to his left. Broderick Down to the ground he goes. 15 seconds left in regulation. Minot High's got a timeout remaining. So do the Shanley Deacons. Game clock ticking down to 7, now 6, now 5, now 4, now 3.
It's going to come down to Burke, guys.
Kellen Burke is going to try to come in and win the ball game for the Magi with 2 seconds remaining. He has had the game of his life tonight on the offensive and defensive side of the football, and now he's got a chance at the field goal to put it in the books and to go down as a legend at Minot High School.
Yeah, and you know, right now you think about the entire operation, the snap, the spot, the kick. I believe Shanley still has 1 timeout left. I guess I can't see where it's at on the scoreboard, but
they do have one, gentlemen. You got to imagine they're gonna do an icing situation here, maybe.
Right. You know, just you know, like we talk about. You know, Bryce being a former player. You know, just the amount of times that you practice this, and boy, we've got a 20-yard field goal for Minot to win the football game here with 2 seconds left.
Buckle up. Here it is. Can the Magi become state champions?
There's the timeout. It's
back. It's through the uprights. It's good. But the timeout came first from the Shanley Deacons.
And he was on the field taking that timeout, you know, with plenty of time there. That's the right call. The official didn't give him the timeout right away, but he did. He was on the field, and there was the right call with a timeout.
Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show comes up next. We'll have our move of the game. We'll have our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game. We'll have our MVP brought to you by Sport Clips. Kellen Burke right now for the Magi. Could almost take the keys to the city from Tom Ross with the importance of his M's on the side of his helmet.
Yeah, and there is not a single person sitting in the Fargo Dome right now. Both sidelines are standing up. All the kids are out there. You know, here we go from Minot. You know, the snap, the spot, the operation, the holder for Minot, number 18, Braden Nelson, the kicker here. A big play here for Minot. Shanley bringing some pressure.
Snap is back.
The kick is out. They've won the championship.
Minot High has won the state 3A football championship for the first time since 1980. Welcome to the Magic Dome. They come from behind tonight by a score of 27-7, and they jam it through with a Kellen Burke 20-yard field goal, 38-35, Magi.
Oh, Nick, what a high school football game. These last 2 weeks, Nick, that we've spent together watching the Magi. Wow, I am speechless, folks, and I would love to have a camera up here on Nick now for everybody watching. Just the emotion here on the sideline for Minot, and I'm getting choked up because I'm watching some of the parents, and what a moment. What a moment.
43 years, gentlemen. Guys like Bryce Gutnick on that sideline who have played in games like this. Yeah, high school football doesn't mean everything.
I got tears in my eyes, guys. I'm like shaking. I don't know how I'm going to interview anybody. You guys might have to come down here.
You can take that statement and just, I mean, honestly, football's life to so many of these people that have played so many teams throughout the past. It was a destiny that was set from the word go. The number 1 Deacons, the number 2 Magi, the adversity throughout the postseason, all the way to the state title game at Minot High School is the 3A state football champions in 2023.
And you know, I'll just reiterate what Bryce said. You know, he's got tears in his eyes. I mean, me 3 up here. You know, I mean, just what a high school football game. You know, so many times this year, Minot had their backs against the wall. And last week they're on the road. It's 24-7 at Cheyenne, and you know, Conklin goes up and makes a big play to get him a touchdown to get him back in, and you thought, well, maybe. And you know, this team just had the never say die attitude. And, you know, as a high school coach, you know, I appreciate effort. I appreciate kids never giving up regardless of what the score is. And the Minot High football team, you know, the 2023 Magi, 43 years of ghosts. I mean, you know, just the ghosts are gone, and, you know, a credit to them, a credit to Coach Hendershot. Nick, this team was 2 years ago. This team was 2-7. You know, a 2-7 football team 2 years ago, and a regime change, and now, you know, they're celebrating, you know, by the Big Bison at the Fargo Dome right now. Shanley shocked, you know. I mean, you feel for their kids that, you know, had a heck of a run last year's state championships, the long winning streak for them. I mean, you know, high school sports, you know, I have no words, and I apologize for getting long-winded at times, but you know what, you know, for former players like Bryce Gutnick down there, and Phil Sherrick, and, you know, Tyler Price, and all the, you know, Charlie Sherrick, you know, the players, the Jordan King, you know, the players who've been in the program for many, many years, you know, the Burks. I mean, what a fantastic moment again for Minot High athletics.
Minot High came out of the gates here tonight. They won the opening toss, and before they could say Charlie Brown, they were down 14-0. Then they came back with a Ruziska and Broderick 1-2 punch in the backfield. Broderick got in the second quarter to make it 14-7. Then it was Leininger that said, well, sorry guys, not quite so fast. 20-7 Shanley. That's where we went to the break. In the second half, it was Oshak that came out and punched Minot High right in the mouth. 27-7. Shanley was on top. Then we saw Conklin and Ruziska both score 3 minutes apart before Perkarovich scored at 3:07 remaining. And then we find a pick six from Kellen Burke. Then Conklin from Minot High. And then Kellen Burke comes in. I'm sure Tom Ross, the mayor of the Magic City, is listening. And for that young man, Burke, he probably does have the key to the city after tonight's ball game. Hats off to both teams here tonight. Shanley Deacons football deserves all the credit in the world. Those kids are athletes. They are competitors unlike any other. That was a classic North Dakota high school football matchup tonight. Troy Mattern and the Deacons deserve all the credit. But how about Chauncey Hendershot to the Magi? Wow.
I'm going to gather myself. I'll get us a couple interviews, but I'm gathering myself and just get ready for this moment. I'm going to enjoy it.
Wow, Nick, and too, to be on that sideline, I'm envious of Bryce now. Boy, the jubilation of the kids when the field goal went through. Boy, that, you know, you watch these games, and, you know, like when Fargo North won the state championship, they just kind of walked off the field and got in the handshake line. But the jubilation from the Magi there, that was fantastic.
Jordan Leininger against Tyson Ruziska for the Senior Athlete of the Year, North Dakota High School football. And you want to talk about a couple primetime athletes. There's one more from Davies that's involved. I apologize, I missed the name on the Davies player. I didn't have this before. Let's listen in.
High School Coaches Association Senior Athlete of the Year in the sport of Division 3A football, as selected by the head coach, is, there are two. Tyson Ruziska.
Amen.
I thought he said there was two of them, so it looks like a split vote, Nick, and that's probably the right call. How do you give it? How do you give it to one without the other? Both, you know, fantastic for their teams, and a great moment, them embracing at the 50-yard line.
Look at those two competitors. You want to talk about a couple stud athletes that are next level. The respect that they have for each other right there, unbelievable. Coach of the Year, this is Chauncey Hendershot all day, unless we're going to take that to review.
2023 North Dakota High School Coaches Association Coach of the Year in the sport of Division 3A football, as selected by the coaches, is Chauncey Hendershot.
Wow. The maroon and gold at this place right now is so electrified. There's going to be some celebrations in Fargo, North Dakota tonight, folks.
And now for the team trophy presentations.
Wow. That's what you're getting out of me is wow. The Magi do it for the first time since 1980. 43 years ago. A group of young men from the Magicians took on a group of young men from the Shanley Deacons. And it was an all-out war tonight.
Captains from the 2023.
And when it was all said and done, it's the Magi. They're at the top of the ladder in North Dakota high school football. We'll collect ourselves, come back with our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game. Bryce Goodnick's going to be on the field. He's going to have some conversations. Chauncey Hendershot, some players down there. I'd love to hear it all tonight. We'll go until they shut the lights off on us. When you don't get one for that long, you got to embrace it, don't you, my friend?
Oh, absolutely. Memories of the, I'm getting texts from people now that, you know, the 91 state high school hockey tournament when Minot upset the undefeated Bismarck High Demons in boys hockey, or when Minot beat Central 2-1 at Shields Arena years ago. Just the memories of that. my phone is buzzing now. It's, you know, just the Magi pride statewide right now, Nick.
Unbelievable ball game. We're going to recap it. We're going to talk to the head coach and the coach of the year, Chauncey Hendershot. When we come back, we'll talk to the senior athlete of the year, Tyson Ruziska. We'll tell you how the Magi came from behind again 2 weeks in a row. And I'm not talking down by 6. They were down 27-7. And the rabbit foot came
Nick,
out.
I think I'm going to try and grab Chauncey here right now.
Let's do it right now, my friend. We're ready for you.
Coach, you got me, Nick?
We're good with you, yes.
Coach Hendershot, I'm going to start with a statement. I'm not going to start with a question. I've never seen a team who resembles their coach like you. What a moment for you. When you're down 28-7, what's the game plan?
Hey, carpe momentum, stack the moments. Let's get back into it. Well, the halftime message, we can only live one moment at a time. We win that moment, we start stacking them. And it's not just me, it's we. The assistant coaches, this group, this senior class has been training for 4 years for this. We got in the fourth quarter, we said we trained for this. It just felt like it was fate, and we made it happen.
Adversity, a few things don't go your way. See you a little animated on the sideline. Talk about the team and staying calm in that moment.
I don't know that I was calm. Animated because these guys deserve someone that's going to fight for them, just like they fight for each other on the field. And, you know, we had a couple things where we had to weather and get through. We knew they would, but just got to let them know a little bit, right?
As a Minot High alum and someone who played in this game and waiting for a state championship for 43 years, I think a heck of a job. How do we celebrate tonight?
I think there's a lot of gratitude. I'll tell you what, I felt like we had this game won before. We had a moment, man. I saw you in the hallway after we left. We had a former player that a guy got to coach back in Moorhead, Chase Morlock, come and talk to us. We got Coach Rulin that does a little something before the game. And there was a lot of love in there. There was a lot of exactly what you want a team to feel and be. It just felt like no matter what happened tonight, we're leaving winners, we're leaving champs. But these guys etched their name in history. It's immortal. They can't be taken away from them. So now everyone else can recognize what we are to do.
Heck of a job. Go enjoy every minute of it.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Well, Bryce, just stay on the path down there. We'll just keep them coming. There's Tyson Ruziska right in front of you, walking at the 35 on the other side. End of the Bison tail. There he is.
I'll try and track him down here. What an interview from Chauncey, huh?
Yeah,
wow.
Unbelievable guy.
I could listen to him talk and talk and talk. Just awesome.
Bryce Goodnick down on the field. He's going to grab a few of our players here tonight. How do you pick one as an MVP in tonight's ball game? Obviously, Kellen Burke's getting the nod here tonight, but there are so many of these kids that deserve that. Here's one of them right now. Tyson Ruziska's down on the field with Bryce Goodnick, your senior athlete of the year down there.
Down here with Tyson Rosiska. First off, congratulations on co-senior athlete of the year. How cool was that?
Oh, it was pretty awesome, but I kind of would have wished it was just like one. Like, even if I lose, you know, I would like have it to go to one, like the most deserving person. But, you know, congrats to Jordan. He had a great season.
Talk about the resiliency of a team, you being a senior, the mood of being down 21 points in the second half against a juggernaut like Shanley. What's the thought process in that moment?
I mean, we know who we are. We know that we can fight. And, yeah, resiliency. That's a great word for it. It's not over till we say it's over. I mean, we don't give up until, you know, the clock hits 0.
What's your best description and one thing you'll remember about Coach Hendershot?
He's just an amazing coach. It's hard to put it in words. I mean, how much I love him. I would just say, you know, he enables like you to become the best player you can be.
Absolutely. One more question before you get some more photos in. How will you celebrate tonight?
I'm just going to enjoy it with my teammates and live it up and never forget this night.
Don't forget it. Great job. Go have fun.
My goodness. Bryce.
You can see that he has, obviously we don't have any video, but there's slight tears in his eyes when I brought up Coach Hendershot and what he means to him. Pretty cool moment there.
Down 27-7. At any point in the ball game, did you think this one was out of reach for the Magi?
I'm not even kidding. The sideline didn't lose any faith. They didn't doubt that they were going to come back and be involved in this game. It was quite special being down there. I tell you what an audible from TD to send me down here. I had plans of camping my bottom in a seat up there in front of you and just taking it all in, but this is a pretty cool moment for me too. I appreciate it.
It's about the kids, but I have to tell you, Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmansey listening tonight, those guys are the best in the state of North Dakota when it comes to these broadcasts. Our Bismarck crew, you can't bet on high school sports, so there was no bet on it, but I would just say that with the $100 that you guys are going to give me here after tonight, I'm going to buy you some Minot High swag because I think that would be deserving.
I'm going to try and grab Logan here quick. I'm kind of maneuvering through this celebration.
Yeah.
Logan, can we get you quick? Get you for an interview over here, PSP? Thanks. All right, Logan. Here, I don't know if this is how you're going to explain this question, but how does it feel to be state champs and come back from some adversity and just the resiliency of this team down 28-7? Was there any thought in your mind that you could get back in this football game and end up being on top?
Oh, yes, for sure. Our team has fought back all year. We've been down, like last week we were down, and for us, we knew we can fight. Like, we never give up, and us being down, that just gave us more motivation. All year, teams have been close with them, just haven't been able to finish, and tonight we came out and just finished the job.
I tell you what, second half, I saw some adjustments made, throwing that football in early downs to you, getting you in one-on-one coverage. Do you go over to Beater and say, hey, if there's no safety help, you got to give me the rock?
Yeah, a few times, but Coach was just watching the huddle or whatever, and he was reading it all game, so it was perfect. He saw that they were 1v1 me all game, and I could just beat the guy over top. It was great.
How did you catch this ball on the sideline over there on the end zone? I was literally about 3 feet away from you, and I still don't know how you did. Do you have any idea how you caught that ball?
I'm going to be honest, no. Beater just put it in an amazing spot. No one else could get it. The defender turned around right at the right time for me to just stick my arm out, and it landed right in my arm.
Awesome. One last question. How's the celebration going to go down tonight?
Oh, it's going to be crazy. Everyone's going to have a great time. It's going to be fun.
All right, man. Go enjoy it. You deserve it.
Thank you.
Bryce, would you mind grabbing Kellen Burke? He's talking to media right to your left down there. But I would love to hear what was going through his mind when they called the timeout after he put one through to win the game, but the timeout came in and he had the opportunity to do it again. And talk about ice in the veins, man. My goodness, that kid had the game of his life tonight, and he won it with his foot.
Yeah, and games like this, and in North Dakota high school football, really, the kicking game is kind of a secondary thought. We really even in the first 3 classes, the lower classes, you don't, I mean, a lot of teams end up going for 2. I mean, North had a pretty good kicker, it looked like, but you just don't see a lot of games come down to a field goal. And I honestly believe that Minot had all the confidence in the world in Burke from the 30-yard line and in if it got to that situation, and really to just, two timeouts to think about it, and a 20-yard field goal, which, I mean, try going out there to kick a 20-yard field goal sometime, and I mean, you got to get the ball airborne and up in the air, and just a big kick for him to win a state championship for his buddies.
The text just came in from the mayor, Mr. Tom Ross. The mayor's in tears. We all are, my friend. Thank you for dialing this one in tonight. He didn't quite say that Burke gets the keys to the city, but I think that there's a pretty good chance that Minot High and these guys are going to be celebrated pretty heavily by plenty of people inside of the Magic City. Here's the young man that ended up with a ball game tonight, a pick 6, a defensive effort that was unlike any other, and the game-winning field goal tonight. Bryce Gutnick has Kellen Burke.
Yeah, I just grabbed Kellen Burke. How about that? We're in a 28-7 game. What do you think the odds would be if I told you that you were kicking a game-winning field goal and you guys are winning 38-35?
Me and my friends were always talking at the end of the season. What if it comes down to that last kick? They're always giving me a little crap. What if I miss it? What if I make it? But I made it. But I could not do it without this team. We're awesome. I couldn't do it without anyone that got me in that position to kick the field goal. And look at this community. Drove 4 hours here. It was awesome, man.
Awesome is an understatement. Let's go back to that. Were you aware that Shanley had a timeout? Were you kind of aware that obviously an icing situation was coming?
Yeah. I kind of told everyone I want to be on myself because I knew coaches were like, all right, you're going to kick this field goal. We're sending you up. And I couldn't do it without them sending me up. But I knew they had a timeout. I saw the timeout on the board. I was like, I'm just going to do what I do. I'll kick 3 field goals, 4 field goals, 5 field goals if I have to, man. It was awesome.
It is awesome. I appreciate your time. Go have some fun tonight.
Job well done, partner, down there. Job well done to you up here, too, Dave. My good. Has it sunk in yet that the Magi have finally done it after 43 years?
Well, I tell you what, Nick, he kicked the game-winning field goal about 20 minutes ago, and the young man is still out of breath. Like just his heart has got to be right. My heart is racing here as an alumni of the program, not the football program, but an alumni of Minot High. Just all former Minot High. Alums, a great night. We talk about Magi pride, and just to see these kids representing the city, the community, the high school, the way that they do makes an alum of of 22 years like myself. It makes alums like myself really proud to see kids fight like that for the city of Minot.
Is it sunk in for you, Bryce, down on the 20-yard line on the turf here at the Bison Dome?
Yeah, I'm kind of sitting in. I had a nice moment with a former coach of mine who's still on the staff, Jerry Danielson. He just kind of looked at me and hugged me, and we didn't even have to exchange any words. It was just something I'll remember. What a moment.
Well, my friend, take your time down there if you'd like. We're going to go to a commercial break. We'll come back. We're going to finish our Planning Team Financial and Shots Crossroads postgame. We got a lot to talk about on this one. My goodness. The Magi are victorious, winning the 2023 state 3A football championship. They are the top team in North Dakota high school football for the first time since 1980, and they do it in a way that nobody could have expected. Trailing big time, and they come back to win on a game ender from 20 yards out from Kellen Burke and a field goal. What a time to be a Magi. Planning Team Financial Shots Crossroad postgame show comes up next on the PSP Network.